are we here today? I don't mean what is the purpose of today, but how did we get where we are presently? It is thanks to our education. I know I'm a revolutionary for saying that education is important. And to tell you the truth, we don't have a complex plan to save the world from ignorance. But what we would like to share with you all today is a simple solution that can turn a small amount of investment to monumental increases in childhood education. It has to do with the link between fine motor skills and cognitive abilities. When predicting future reading and math abilities, current fine motor skills are just as good a predictor as are current reading and math skills. If your first thought was the same as mine, that the relationship is correlated, not causative, we also have neural research that shows that the same part of the brain developed while learning reading and math is the same part of the brain developed during fine motor skills. In other words, if you improve one, you improve the other. With this in mind, when we look at countries with the highest percentages of children out of school, such as Bolivia in South America, perhaps the solution is not a large-scale and expensive educational reform, but rather increased focus on fine motor skills.
Our solution, the Patita. Anyone who has worked with kids knows that kids get bored of toys fast, but we're looking for a sustainable, long-term educational tool that kids can use throughout their lives. So we decided to make a toy that can meet kids halfway and adapt to different difficulty levels. The main feature of the Patita are the adjustable segments, as you can see in the second image here. Most traditional threading toys are one single plane, and this means that kids really only have one configuration to work with. Our Patita is unique because kids can adjust the segments in infinite coordinations and have infinite ways that they can play with it and interact with it. Not only that, but we incorporated an avocado and caterpillar design because we hope to launch this in Patita, Bolivia, where avocados and caterpillars are common. And it's well known that making connections between things kids interact with in their daily life and the toys they play with leads to great cognitive development. Additionally, because we want this to be a sustainable solution, we want children from 6 months to 3 years to be able to use this toy. Because of that, we had to put some safety measures in place to make sure it was safe for all ages. One of those is making the threading string removable. I'm sure everyone with kids knows that that's a big concern around young children. So by making that removable, we make that safe for all ages. We also have a non-toxic bitter coating just to avoid any biting or anything like that. And if there is biting, our plastic is cutlery safe, so it'll be totally fine. So I mentioned earlier that our target age group is 6 months to 3 years, and you guys are probably wondering how such a complicated threading toy could be used for so many different age groups and so many different developmental levels. The Patita is so unique because since the string is removable, as soon as you remove the string, it becomes your average rotating rattle toy, which is commonly used among any child around 6 months. And it's scientifically proven that actions such as rotating segments, passing things from hand to hand, and toys that have holes in them are really helpful to children around 6 months to develop their foundational motor skills. So this means that as the child adapts, they can adapt the toy with them as they progress. Additionally, because the toy can be in so many configurations, it helps them develop their hand-eye coordination and spatial concepts, all which are essential to developing both fine motor skills and great cognitive ability.
Another aspect that makes this toy different from others on the market, that makes it more innovative, is its materials. This toy will be made from bioplastics, which is an environmentally friendly material produced from renewable resources. Avocados are native to Bolivia, which means that producing this toy would not be expensive. And additionally, using the seeds and skins of avocados ensures that we're not depleting food sources from the region. Avocados' byproducts are 15 to 20% cellulose, which has been proven to be adequate materials for heat resistance, durability, and flexibility. Cellulose is important for bioplastics because it is a complex carbohydrate, which gives it the structure and foundation that is perfect for biodegradability, making it a lot more sustainable than traditional plastic competitors. Additionally, if we were to adapt this approach to other Latin American countries, we could use plants such as cassava and plantains, which are not only local to other Latin American countries, but are also 30 to 40% starch, which is also a complex carb.
One of our biggest goals was for this product to be able to be manufactured locally. In Bolivia, using local materials to create job opportunities and uplift the economy and the community. We would like to empower them to potentially take this product to other regions as their own product. Looking at our budget, we realize that some of the costs will be higher initially. We're laying the ground for the manufacturing process to begin. These costs will go down over time. Regardless, the unit price per toy is still lower than existing solutions. In the US, you could easily pay up to $50 for a similar product. Our main goal for this grant is to test the efficacy of the toy in this area to determine whether to take it further and how much further we want to take it. We chose to look at Patita, a small agricultural town in an impoverished area in Bolivia, specifically because we hope to partner with an existing non-profit organization situated there, an organization that the people know and trust already. In conclusion, we believe that this is a simple, sustainable solution with a small investment that could lead to a monumental improvement in both childhood education and opportunities for a better future. We would like to urge you all to empower their hands and elevate their futures.